Hello. It's been a hot minute, like 3 years hot minute, but that's okay. I wanted to make this video mainly for myself because 2020. I mean, if you would have told me like this very day last year, like everything that would happen in 2020, I don't even know. I would laugh at you. And I think most people would, because 2020 really put me through it. All of us through it. The whole freaking world through it. But I wanted to make this video because it's almost 2021. It's New Year's Eve. And I wanted to kind of look at the positive side of 2020. Because it did teach me a lot of things, a lot of important things, and I think it would be really cool to be able to look at this video in like 5 years and see, you know, how far I've come and what I've learned. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I encourage you all to do it for yourselves as well. You don't have to post it, but I think it's important at the end of every year just to kind of reflect on what you've learned, what you've accomplished, what you want to accomplish in the next year, all your resolutions, and I think putting it in video form kind of makes it a little more sentimental, visual, I don't know. 2020. Where do I even begin? Really felt like 2020 was going to be a year that was very a turning point for me, and I really didn't know why. It just always felt like, you know, this is going to be the year that things really change, and boy did they. The most exciting and important thing is that I'm engaged. Let me flex a little bit. Austin and I got engaged this past October. We have been together for 6.5 years now. I met him my senior year in high school, and he finally popped a question after me waiting like forever. So we are getting married November 20th, 2021. I'm sure most of you know that by now, but that was probably the highlight of, not probably, it was the highlight of my year, because I don't know. I know that I want to spend the rest of my life with him, and I knew that we were going to get married and engaged one day, but it was like, ugh, I want the ring. Like, I want to be able to say, you're my fiance. And so when we finally got engaged, it was just like such an exciting moment in both of our lives, and we got to celebrate it with our closest friends and family, and it was just a really, really exciting time full of love and excitement, and that was definitely the highlight of 2020. So this time next year, I will be a wife. We will be married, which is insane, but I'm so excited. We are in the middle of planning our wedding, so it's been a lot, but I think that I also want to start capturing those moments in videos, because I think that would also be really fun to look back on. And obviously we'll have the video of our actual wedding day, but I want to be able to look back on the planning process, and we've already picked our venue and our photographer and videographer, but there's still a lot of big moments that I want us to be able to look back on. So I'm definitely gonna do that. That's one of my resolutions for 2020 is, 2021 is to just document more. I really enjoy making videos. I really enjoy looking back on them. So that is definitely something that I'm making myself do in 2021. But back to the point of the video, now that I can stop bragging about being engaged, 2020 taught me so many things. It taught me that the world is constantly changing, and someone in my life told me that once you are able to accept the fact that things are always changing, you'll be able to thrive in that change. And our world drastically changed this year. Not in the best ways possible, but I think that it was a growing point for all of us. I think a lot of us educated each other on topics that are really important that haven't been discussed enough. And I know me personally, I've really taken the time to try and understand more about the problems in our country, whether it's racism or politics or honestly just the way that people respect each other. I think that not only me, but our whole country has been able to really learn from all the experiences we've had in 2020. So it's taught me to be more aware of what's going on around me and not just of what's going on in my little bubble in Texas. It's taught me to really look around me and be aware of everything that I have and everything that I'm privileged to have. I am surrounded by the best people. Austin and I have a home. We have two, I know they're walking around in the background, but we have two beautiful kitty babies. We have amazing friends. I really just think that in 2021, I want to be even more aware and more grateful of what I have. Because I know that not everyone has those things, and I know that I take it for granted a lot. So that's been something that 2020 has really taught me to be more cautious of. Going along with that, 2020 also taught me that you have to be grateful for what you have, because things can change in the blink of an eye. And I have been grateful enough to not get sick. No one around me has gotten severely sick, and I'm so grateful for that. But again, like I said, if you would have told me in January of this year, told me that there would have been a global pandemic and people were dying and we were going to go into a lockdown and people were quarantining, I don't think any of us were prepared for that. It's just taught me to be so grateful for the people that I have, because they can be gone in a second. For the things that I'm capable of doing, whether it's going to the gym or going on a trip or being able to see my family on the holidays. Like, some of those things a lot of people weren't able to do. And I just think it's really important that we all take a step back and look at how privileged we all are and how amazing our lives are. And I know it doesn't feel like that all the time. Trust me, I've had my moments where I'm like, ugh, like I just want this year to be over, but like, we don't get that time back. And to wish a whole year to be gone, like, of course 2020 was not an easy year and we're all hoping that 2021 is better, but I still am thankful for the time that I had and the year that I had and all the things I learned. I was able to graduate college, even though I didn't get... Hi! Do you want to say hello? Oh, this is my... Oh. That's my big boy Simbi. I was able to graduate college, even though we didn't get a ceremony. They did a virtual ceremony, and I still think that's an amazing accomplishment, and I'm proud of myself because it wasn't easy. And I'm thankful that I had friends and family to celebrate me, even though I didn't have, like I said, a full ceremony. I still had people celebrating me and my accomplishments, and that was really, really awesome. Simbi! 2020 also taught me that it's really important to take care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. So I've been really trying to stay consistent with my workouts and just eating better and trying to fuel my body the best way that I can, because this is the one body that I get. And I know a lot of us have our insecurities and the things we don't like or want to change, but it's the body we have, and we should all love the bodies that we were given. And I think that that's something that's really stood out to me in 2020, with just being home a lot and, not going to work, so not having to get dressed and not having to put makeup on and not doing my hair. Like, there were some times where I would look at myself and, say that I looked like trash or like I was homeless, when some of those times I did, but it's still so important at the end of the day to realize that you are beautiful just the way you are. And I'm still learning that day by day, but I think that by me being really consistent and really driven with working out and just really accepting who I am and trying to be the best version of myself is something that I want to continue to work on in 2021. But with being at home all the time, I really was able to focus on that in 2020. And again, that's something I'm really thankful for, because I think especially women really struggle with that. And when I have a daughter one day, I want to be able to teach her all those things and teach her to love herself, and that she doesn't need makeup. She doesn't need to do her hair or to dress a certain way to be beautiful, and she shouldn't have to do those things to feel beautiful. And I can't teach that to my children if I don't even believe it in myself. Mom, don't get your hopes up. Not anytime soon. Okay, so disclaimer. 2020 also taught me that I want to do more things that I enjoy and really make use of the time that I have on this earth. I want to make videos, and I want to learn how to do new things. I want to reach out to people that I haven't necessarily been close with. I want to continue being close with my friends that I am close with. I want to make new memories. I mean, 2021 is going to be a year of change for me and a year of excitement, and I am just so excited for all the things that I want to do. I mean, I'm getting married. I want to continue making videos. I have a full-time job that I really want to continue to learn in. I'll be turning 24 in August of 2021, and I'm just at a point in my life where I feel like a lot of things are changing, and it's exciting. It's scary, it's stressful, but it's also really exciting. There's just so many things to be grateful for and so many things to look forward to in this next year, and I just think that by doing this video, it's just, shown me how many things I have to look forward to and how many things from this past year that I have to be grateful for, even though it was a hard year and it didn't go necessarily how most of us probably planned it to. It's important to be able to look back and know that there were still so many positive things that came from it. So if you haven't done that, I encourage you to, because it's really eye-opening, and it makes you realize that through all the good, the bad, the ugly, like, you're still accomplishing so much, and you're still changing as a person, and you're still learning things about yourself. And through all of these experiences, I've done all of those things. 2020 also taught me that regarding friendships and maybe family, if people want to be in your life, they'll make the effort. And that's something I've always struggled to kind of understand, because I am such a lover, and I really cherish all the relationships that I have. And so when I feel like people aren't giving me that in return, it hurts, and it's hard for me to kind of realize that I don't need to waste time on people who aren't putting in effort to, be my friend, or to show me they care about me, or to be excited for me. And I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with. So, with the stay-at-home order and everyone having to kind of social distance and quarantine, there hasn't been a lot of opportunity for you to go out with your friends, or to travel with them, or to go see them. So I think that if people care about you and people want to be in your life, they'll make the effort. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that. And I've also learned that when it comes to friendships, it's definitely quality over quantity. When I was in high school, I would always compare myself to, this person has so many more friends than me, or this person is closer with so many more people. But at the end of the day, it's not about how many friends you have. It's about how many of those friends can you rely on, and how many of those friends make you feel just as good as you try and make them feel. So yes, 2020 taught me a lot of things. My goals for 2021, and this is me holding myself accountable by making this video, I want to continue to really focus on my health and my fitness, continue going to the gym, really fueling my body the best way I can, learning to cook more at home. I also want to try new things. I want to make more videos. I want to do things I've never done before, because I'm young and we only have one life to live, and you never know when it's over and when it's gone. So there's no time to waste, and I'm definitely learning that as I get older. So I want to do new things with Austin and with my family. I also definitely want to be able to step back and appreciate everything that I have and everyone that I have. I just really want to focus on not comparing myself to others and really just appreciating the things that I have and encouraging me to be the best me that I can be, and focusing on what I can do and what I have, not what other people can do and what other people have. Last but not least, and it's probably the hardest one for me, is that I am going to stop being so afraid of what other people think of me. That has always been something that I've struggled with, and it's held me back from a lot of things that I wanted to do. So in 2021, I don't care what people think of me. I'm reminding myself of this so I can come back and watch this, because I know that's not easy for me. I'm gonna stop caring what other people think of me. I'm going to do what makes me happy, because this is my life, and I'm going to let go. As simple as that sounds, I think that a lot of us get so caught up in trying to perfect the image of what everyone else sees, but at the end of the day, if you're not happy and you're trying to make everyone else happy, you're not winning. So that is my 2020 wrap up. I hope that you all enjoyed. And again, I encourage you all to kind of reflect on the past year that you've had and what your resolutions for this next year are. Feel free to let me know what they are so we can hold each other accountable. I'm committing to documenting more of the wedding planning, so I will be posting that here as well for all of my friends and family to see. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing year. Make 2021 the best year it can be, and enjoy every second, because you never know when it'll be your last. Here's to 2021! Whoop whoop!